I'm going to write everything down. If he discovers it, he'll destroy it. He wants to get rid of me, but that's so he can live forever. Mr. Hyde is not far. No, I fear he will come at any moment. I've been in my laboratory for 3 days just waiting for him. Well, it all started about a year ago. Back then, I had a good life in London. I was a doctor. I helped many sick people. The night my life changed forever, my butler, Mr. Poole, said, "Dr. Jekyll, you are so wonderful. You help so many people." I smiled as I thought if he had only known the other side of me. I ate my dinner alone that night. Then I quickly headed down to my lab. There was my magic formula. I had invented a liquid that could make me 2 different people. My good side would be one person, and my bad side would be a totally different person. I poured special powder into the glass. It turned green, and then purple, and then finally red. The steam rose in the air like a cloud. The smell burnt my nose. I held my breath, and then I drank it in one gulp. The pain, my body, I cried out. But then, the pain stopped. I felt strange. I looked in the mirror. Oh Lord. The wise, kind brown eyes of Dr. Jekyll were now gray, beady ones looking at me. What? My hair had fallen out. My teeth were crooked and pointy. God, I was ugly. But I kind of liked the new me. I decided to name the person Mr. Edward Hyde. Yes. I went out the back door. I saw a horse and carriage on the side of the street. I climbed in and yelled, "Take me to Soho." "Yes, sir," the driver said. I spit out the window. I yelled at the people as we went back and forth and back and forth. Oh, how free I felt. Before I knew, the driver said, "This is Soho, sir." I jumped out and asked, "Do you want your money?" "Yes, sir," the driver answered. Instead of paying the driver, I swatted the horse with my cane and I yelled, "Ha! Away! Away!" I had a frightened horse gallop wildly down the street. I laughed as I heard the driver say, "Steady, horse, steady now." Soon it was morning. I hurried home. I snuck down to my lab and drank the magic formula. Yes, I was Dr. Jekyll again. That morning I opened my office late. I went shopping for clothes for Mr. Hyde. For weeks, I was Mr. Hyde by night and Dr. Jekyll by day. One night Mr. Poole said to me, "Sir, Mr. Utterson is here to see you and he's waiting in his study." Mr. Utterson looked worried. "Good evening, Dr. Jekyll. I said good evening. To what do I owe this visit?" "Well, Dr. Jekyll, we have been friends for a long, long time," Mr. Utterson said. "I just wanted to see if anything is wrong." "Nothing is wrong," I answered. "I thought I saw Mr. Poole hiding in the shadows listening to our conversation. I wondered what they knew." "You've not been yourself lately, Mr. Utterson. This new friend of yours, Mr. Hyde, he seems to be troubled. Why would you ever want to be friends with the likes of him?" Oh, if only Mr. Utterson knew the truth, but I could not tell him. "Mr. Utterson, thank you for your concern. I said you are a dear friend of mine. Mr. Hyde may be an interesting character, but I can assure you there is nothing to raise concern. Please excuse me. I have work to do in my lab." I went down to the lab and quickly drank my magic formula. This time I only drank a half a glass, but I changed into Mr. Hyde even faster. I snuck out the back door and tried to stay hidden in the shadows. But I saw Mr. Poole and Mr. Utterson watching me from the window. I wandered up and down the streets of London. When the sun started to rise, I began to walk back to my house. And that is when all the trouble began. To be honest, I didn't even see her. I slammed into a little child. I knocked her straight to the ground with a thud. I did not care about the girl. I yelled, "Get out of my way, child!" I kept walking. I did not look back. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder. "Hey, you! Did you knock that child over?" "So what if I did?" I replied. I ran away. "Police! Police!" cried the man. A police officer chased me. "You there! Stop!" he yelled as he grabbed his whistle. I ran faster and faster and faster. If Mr. Hyde went to jail, so would the good Dr. Jekyll. I did not look back. I ran straight to my house and into the lab. I slammed the door. I drank the glass of my magic formula. But nothing happened. I drank another glass. Still nothing happened. Finally, after 4 glasses of the magic formula, I turned into the good Dr. Jekyll. I knew that Mr. Hyde could get Dr. Jekyll into a lot of trouble. I did the only thing that I could. I put away Mr. Hyde's clothes. I locked away my magic formula. It was for the best, because I was running out of the special powder and I couldn't find any as strong. I couldn't get Mr. Hyde out of my head. This went on for months. But yesterday morning changed everything. I woke with a scar. My knuckles were thick like knots, and my hands looked like claws. I glanced at the mirror. I knew whose face I would see. It was Mr. Hyde. Imagine my terror. I had swallowed nothing, no magic formula. I ran out of my bedroom and down to my lab. I drank one glass of the magic formula. Nothing happened. Finally, after drinking 5 glasses, I changed back into Dr. Jekyll. I went back to work. An hour later, my head was aching, and I was seeing one of my older patients. Doctor, is something wrong? I could not speak. I dropped his medical chart. I ran out of the office and down towards my lab, but before I made it into the lab, I changed into Mr. Hyde. I drank the last 6 glasses of my magic formula. I don't have any more. I just have a short time before I'm writing so that everyone will know the horrible truth that I, Dr. Jekyll, am also Mr. Hyde. I'm just waiting now for Hyde to show his ugly face. I'm afraid to shut my eyes, because that's when he'll come. He can come by himself now. He does not need any magic formula. He's much stronger than Dr. Jekyll. I can hear Poole upstairs. As I write this, I hear other people too. I hear stomp, stomp, stomp down the steps. The footsteps, they're getting closer and closer. Just outside my door. They cannot meet Mr. Hyde. He could hurt them. I can hear Poole calling me. Dr. Jekyll, are you in there? Go away, I yell back. Perhaps if he reads this diary, he'll understand. We only want to help, says another voice. No, it's Mr. Addison too. Go away. Just go away. Why don't you listen to me? My head. Bang! 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 Axes! I hear axes slashing at the door.